Favorite animal.
Bunny.
Favorite animal.
Lion.
Favorite animal. Giraffe. Giraffe. Favorite animal. We got a giraffe. He works with the juniors. You've seen him. He's a giraffe, part giraffe. Favorite animal.
Cheetah.
Cheetah. Yeah, I'm quick like a cheetah. You know that, girl. I am currently. I like a cheetah on steroids, but a really fat cheetah. Favorite animal.
Pig.
Pig. Why'd you look at me when you laughed when you said pig? Brother Jerry. Pig. No, I'm just teasing. Favorite animal.
Flamingo.
Flamingo. So you got the flamingo, and you got a pink shirt on too. Flamingo. Favorite animal.
Tiger.
Tiger. I like tigers. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Y'all never seen Wizard of Oz? I mean, come on. Favorite animal.
Pig.
Pig. You got a butterfly on your dress, but you like pig? Pigs are good. Bacon, sausage. Oh, yes. Favorite animal?
Panda.
Panda. Oh, yeah. I like Panda Express. Yon Panda Express is good. Yeah. Favorite animal?
Sammy. I love my baby dog.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's all right. Favorite animal? What's your favorite animal?
A turtle.
A turtle. Yeah. Turtle soup. Turtle soup. Well, they eat turtles. Favorite animal?
Llama. Llamas.
Llamas. Oh, yeah. Llamas. Yeah. Yeah. I think David Spade is a llama. I'm not sure, but I think I saw him in a cartoon. What was the name of that cartoon with the llamas? Huh? The Emperor's New Groove. Y'all see Emperor's New Groove? All right. Anyways. Favorite animal?
Maybe.
Dinosaur?
Yeah.
You like dinosaurs? You're going to have a dinosaur birthday party, I think. Is that right? Yes?
Yeah.
You got dinosaurs on your shirt?
I have one at home.
Yes. You got a dinosaur at home? Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not coming to your house then. Favorite animal?
A T-Rex.
A T-Rex. Favorite animal, Noah? Noah, how was it on the ark? Was there a lot of rain? Were you scared?
I wasn't on the ark.
Oh. What was your favorite animal?
Fish.
Fish. Me too. Fish. Kenny Lamb likes fish too. What's your favorite animal, boss?
A snake.
A snake? Ooh.
Miss Bryan.
Miss Bryan. What's your favorite animal?
Bunny.
Bunny. What's your favorite animal?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Dolphin. Favorite animal?
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Favorite animal besides Brother Brian?
A parrot.
A parrot. Yeah. Favorite animal?
I have 3 of them. I like bats, and then llamas, and then pandas.
Bats, llamas, and pandas. That's a mixed bag right there. Charlotte, favorite animal?
Cat, dog, and unicorn.
Cat, dog, and unicorn. That sounds like a cartoon. Cat, dog. All right. Cool.
Bunny and a tiger and a T-Rex.
Bonnie and a T-Rex. Let's get together because one of them's going to come up this problem. Bonnie and a T-Rex together, one of them's coming up this. Bonnie, Tiger, and T-Rex.
That's great singing, LG.
Verse, juniors. Verse. Who said their favorite animal was a giraffe? There he is right there. Part giraffe. Garrett's part giraffe. All right, Garrett.
Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male created he them. Genesis 1:27.
Thank you, Junior. Female. Very good. Very good. Oh, you want to give high five on that? Go ahead, right there. Here, high five. Here's your change. Oh, yeah, right there. There you go. All right, beginners. Good job, juniors.
I did not do the signs on this, just to clear it up. Genesis 1:27. Male and female created he them. Wow. Genesis 1:27. Good.
Wow. Well, I mean, we can't argue with it. It's right. It's correct. All right, primaries. Good job. All right, great job tonight. Great. That's a cola. Great cola. All right. Silencio, por favor. Silencio. All right. Sister Joseph is going to teach for us tonight. She's taught all around the world. She's taught in foreign countries, college campuses all around this world, this country, Honduras, Mexico, Cuba. She's traveled there through books, and therefore she's taught all around. But she's a college teacher, and she's taught students, and she's taught from the old to the young, and she's going to teach us tonight. And she's one of our faithful laborers, our church, our Sunday school teachers. Let's give her a big round of applause.
All right, so I brought some things that I'm going to show you and talk about a little bit tonight. But before I do that, I'm thinking about yesterday. We learned about the first part of creation yesterday, didn't we? Kind of like all of it. Who created everything? God. You mean to tell me I didn't come from this? No. For real? No. I didn't come from some kind of amoeba thing? No. No, like something that you want to squish with your foot? No. God, we learned tonight, God made man in his image. What is an image? A picture. We could say a picture, but we could also say something like this, couldn't we? We could look, yeah, because who are you looking at in the mirror? Oh, so pretty, right? So we're looking at ourselves. But I heard somebody just a minute ago say picture, didn't I? I brought a picture frame from my house, and I've got a lot of pictures on here of my grandparents, my granddad. I've got a picture of my There I am when I'm your age. That's still me, but I was that size. I was little bitty, but it's still me. That's my image, isn't it? When I talk about it like that. In fact, these are all images of different people. So when I'm thinking about that, I didn't have a picture of this in there, did I? No. Who's heard of the word evolution? I know my group has heard the word, so probably learning it about that stage, evolution. Does the Bible say that we came from this? No, it does not. Not a bit. It says creation, that God created man in his image. It was not evolution. Who was there at creation? God. And God wrote the Bible. God's telling us the truth in the Bible. It takes faith to believe the Bible because we weren't there, were we? And these scientists who believe in evolution, were they there? So my class, you know from yesterday's worksheet that it would take faith to even believe this, isn't it? So what do you want to believe? This or this? That's going to make a just like Mrs. Lyons last night said that we have a choice, that we can ask Jesus into our hearts or not. Some people grow up and they never want to do that, and that's so sad. So sad. And when they get older, it becomes harder for them to understand or be willing to, A, admit they're a sinner. Just like your ABCs. Admit they're a sinner. I can say I'm a sinner. I can remember my worst spanking. I think I always talk about this because it's tied up with how I got saved. I wouldn't have got a spanking if I was perfect. Right? Why do we get spankings or timeouts? Or things taken away from us? Because we did something bad, right? So it's going to take faith to make a choice to admit that you're a sinner, believe and trust in God to save you from your sins. Believe that He died on the cross to save you specifically from your sin. God made man in His image. We have a free will. In fact, Genesis 1:27, that was our memory verse, right, class? Verse 28, and God blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, the pterodactyls that you like so much, the pterodactyls that fly, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth. We see all the green and the trees in here, all of that. Every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. And verse 31 I thought was really important tonight. And God saw everything, this is the sixth day, that He had made, and behold, it was so-so. It was all right. It passed muster. Right? And it was what? Very good. Very, very good. It was very good is what the Bible says. All the other times it's been good. What made the sixth day so special? What did He create the sixth day? Man in His image. So God designed man in His image. We just didn't come from this. We were designed. Almost, if you were to think about it, could I throw a heap of metal on the ground and suddenly throw it down and it be a watch? No, if I were to throw my watch down on the ground, what's going to happen to it? It breaks. Yes, anything on the ground can break. So we've got something that's been designed. We've got something that's been designed. We're special. We're unique. Now, I have my mirror that was over here, and then I have some pictures. I was telling you some of the other pictures. I was looking at this today. Ooh, sorry. And I was going, I don't know which of my parents I look like. I can't tell. You think I look like my mom? Oh, I can't wait to tell Mama that. So I will say, when you put me against all my cousins, I look like my dad's side of the family. You don't think I do? Oh, yay me. But that would be the Joseph side of the family. So all of that. So this is an image. Remember we were talking about images? Now, that's my parents. That's the next generation up. Your grandparents would be the next generation, right? I just had the pictures there with my grandparents. Now, I knew 3 out of 4 of my grandparents. But then what comes after grandparents? Great-grandparents. And then, I'm so glad that you said that. Michael, that's really smart. Great-great. And it keeps going on back, right? So I told you I brought a book. I brought a few books. Have you ever seen some of those? I almost hesitate to say this because of my class yesterday when we were talking about elders. What do we think? How old do you think it is to be an elder? Well, I'm glad you said that. That makes that question more appealing to me. 400. 96? 96? Okay, hang on. My grandmother here, my dad's mom, lived to be 102. 102. That would be an elder. That would be an elder and puts my dad to shame, an elder. Her picture when she was young, do you know the dresses went all the way to the ground? Mm-hmm. They dressed differently back in the olden days, didn't they? So now when I'm saying olden days, hang on. She was born in 1899. So I knew somebody who was born in the 1800s. That's an elder, okay? Now, have you thought about how many generations passed and all the clothes that changed? I took a picture. I took one of my pictures, not that one, but in here, when we're talking about images, this is the oldest picture that I have of anybody in my family. I know, it's so tiny. It's black and white. David and Asha. And he was born in the early 1800s. I could look it up, but the early 1800s. So I'm looking at this going, thank goodness I don't look like that. You know, back in those days, they didn't smile in pictures. They wanted to be serious. You don't smile in pictures. You don't. Oh, and then see, now look about how serious. Oh, that's not a pretty picture, is it? So look. Yeah, hang on, I'll get over there. So when you, see, look. Can you see? Oh, sorry about that, Kim. They did not smile. That's what she said, they did not smile. See, look, doesn't that look mean? You can imagine any kind of Civil War photograph where they had the hair on the sides and then the long beard. Can you see that? They look sad. Do I look like them? No. Good answer. But I come from them. But nowhere in this book do I have a picture of this. Nowhere. But I come from these people, the image. Now before pictures, and I looked it up, pictures started in the 1816 and 1826. That's the first pictures. Before that, there was only books. Now, this book wouldn't mean anything to anybody but me or my family. because this is a genealogy, and it mentions my grandmother's name, and it's just a whole bunch of generations, dates. If there was anything that they could find in a lineage, this is out. There's a copy in the Smithsonian, but it's just because they tracked records, and if something could be certified, it's there. Smithsonian has everything, just about. This is copy 361 of 810 copies. That's it, because it doesn't mean anything to most people. It's not your family. It's mine. Because sometimes when I'm thinking through, I'm like, I look like my parents, but a couple generations away, nobody will know those people. I'm dead after, it may not even take 5 years. Because I almost choke up every time I think about it when I have spoken to Holly and Josh. Joshua missed seeing my 102-year-old grandmother by 5 years. You'll never know her. And she was special. There's a spot in here that I thought was so interesting because it's in the introduction and it's one question at the beginning of a paragraph. Now, who are we and whence did we come? One question. Who are we? And that's my grandmother's maiden name, Guernsey. They're asking physically the generations. Like, if you look in the Bible, these are the generations of Noah. These are the generations of, and we can track lineages in the Bible. Has my class, have you ever heard the word genealogy? Which starts with G-E-N, like generation. My generation is different from your generation, would be different from my dad's generation. Grandparent, parent, child. Make sense? So that's your word generations. Who are we and whence did we come? That's why I like looking at the pictures. I like seeing these words and knowing, I think I've got a relative in here whose name is long-suffering. I think she's so beautiful, I'm going to name her long-suffering. I just can't imagine that. Patience, joy, charity, just pick any of these words, but long-suffering makes no sense. But there are all kinds of names. I mentioned Asha, but there were also Davids, and there were Roberts, and there were all kinds of names in there. My grandmother's name is Margaret, Maud Margaret, and there were lots of those in this book. Who are we and whence did we come? This book tells me a little bit. But if this book were to burn, I still have that question. And I can come to this book. And I can get the real answer to that question. In the beginning, God. In whose image am I made? Not this. Are pictures important? I like them. I like knowing the numbers and the births and deaths and marriages and children, and I find all of that fascinating. But that doesn't answer the question that was really brought up in that introduction. From whence did I come? Where did I come from? God created man in his image. In fact, Psalm 139 says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. We're all different. We're all unique. I've got brown hair. Some people in here have blonde hair. Garrett, if you and I were to compare, we were talking about this before church. Stand up. Tall, short. We were talking about that. Old, young, skinny, thick, wide. We can take any kind of adjective and we can start talking about brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, Hazelot, we're all different. No one's better than anybody else, right? And I think sometimes when we start criticizing ourselves or making fun of others, I think that makes God so sad. Because we are who He made us to be. Have you ever made something and you're really proud of it? Like your crafts? And you like it? Or even something that you've spent more than one day on. Have you ever worked on a project that's taken more than one day? Raise your hand. Some of you have? I think the older you are, you will. Like whenever you sit there and you try to make something, and you will go, oh, that's so good. I'm going to show Mom and Dad. That's great. Day 6, and God said it was very good. We're fearfully and wonderfully made. How would you feel if somebody walked up to you and said, I think you could have done better? Wouldn't that hurt your feelings? Make you sad? Or try to change it? There are some things you can't change. Garrett, you're never going to be short. Don't cry. So I won't ever be tall. You can't change some things. Brother Mike, we were talking about our fingerprints, voice recognition, our DNA. If you were to have your, like a sliver of your fingernail analyzed or your hair, your DNA is there. It's not going to change. That's who you are. God, I wish I had straight hair. Why couldn't I look like her? Or, did you know you're so ugly? And there are all kinds of ways to tear people down, aren't there? I wish I were more outgoing. Some things you can't change. You are who God made you to be. Don't make God sad and tear other people down that way. We are made in His image. And I'm going to end with Revelation 4:11. Oh, and I thought I had it right handy, and I'm so sorry. Revelation 4:11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. That's kind of all in the word God, isn't it? Mrs. Lyons, your classroom with heaven in the background. Glory. We think of something just so beautiful. Glory and honor and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure. God made you who you are for His pleasure. Why complain about it? Why slap God in the face? That's a nice way of putting it. That's harsh. When you see God in glory one day, I love you, but you could have done better. Who's going to say that? Nobody wants to say that. So why talk about it here? For thy pleasure they are and were created in His image. Jerry?
Thank you all the helpers as well. Our main teachers, our helpers are teaching back here. They may not teach in here, but they're teaching in the Sunday school rooms back here. And thank you all for your work. Thank you for the lesson. Amen. I remember the boys.